I shrugged. When I was a kid, I killed a man with magic. I was captured by the Wardens and tried by the White Council. I guess you got off. I shook my head. But they figured that since I was just trying to survive the guy killing me with magic, maybe I deserved a break. Suspended sentence, sort of. Morgan was my probation officer. Probation? Butters asked. If I screwed up again, he was supposed to chop my head off. He followed me around looking for a good excuse to do it. Butters blinked up at me, surprised. I spent the first several years of my adult life looking over my shoulder, worrying about this guy, getting hounded and harassed by him. I had nightmares for a while, and he was in them. Truth be told, I still had nightmares occasionally, about being pursued by an implacable killer in a gray cloak holding a wicked, cold sword. Butters began to wet the bandages over the leg wound. And you're helping him? I shrugged. He thought I was a dangerous animal and needed to be put down. He really believed it and acted accordingly. Butters gave me a quick glance. And you're helping him? He was wrong, I said. That doesn't make him a villain, it just makes him an asshole. It isn't reason enough to kill him. Reconciled, huh? Not especially. Butters lifted his eyebrows. Then why'd he come to you for help? Last place anyone would look for him, be my guess. Jesus Christ, Butters muttered. He'd gotten the improvised bandage off and found a wound, maybe 3 inches long, but deep, its edges puckered like a little mouth. Blood began drooling from it. It's like a knife wound, but bigger. That's probably because it was done with something like a knife, but bigger. A sword? Butters said. You have got to be kidding me. The council's old school, I said. Really old school. Butters shook his head. Wash your hands the way I just did. Do it thorough. Takes 2 or 3 minutes. Then get a pair of gloves on and get back here. I need an extra pair of hands. I swallowed. Butters, I don't know if I'm the right guy to— Oh, bite me, wizard boy, Butters said, his tone annoyed. You haven't got a moral leg to stand on. If it's okay that I'm not a doctor, it's okay that you aren't a nurse. So wash your freaking hands and help me before we lose him. I stared at Butters helplessly for a second. Then I got up and washed my freaking hands. For the record, surgeries aren't pretty. There's a hideous sense of intimately inappropriate exposure to another human being, and it feels something like accidentally walking in on a naked parent. Only there's more gore. Bits are exposed that just shouldn't be out in the open, and they're covered in blood. It's embarrassing, disgusting, and unsettling all at the same time. There, Butters said, an infinity later. Okay, let's go. Get your hands out of my way. It cut the artery? I asked. Oh, hell no, Butters said. Whoever stabbed him barely nicked it, otherwise he'd be dead. But it's fixed, right? For some definitions of fixed. Harry, this is meatball surgery of the roughest sort, but the wound should stay closed as long as he doesn't go walking around on it. And he should get looked at by a real doctor, soonest. He frowned in concentration. Just give me a minute to close up here. Take all the time you need. Butters fell silent while he worked and didn't speak again until after he'd finished sewing the wound closed and covered the site in bandages. Then he turned his attention to the smaller injuries, closing most of them with bandages, suturing a particularly ugly one. He also applied a topical antibiotic to the burn and carefully covered it in a layer of gauze. Okay, Butters said. I sterilized everything as best I could, but it wouldn't shock me to see an infection anyway. He starts running a fever, or if there's too much swelling, you've got to get him to one of 2 places, the hospital or the morgue. Got it, I said quietly. We should get him onto a bed, get him warm. Okay. We lifted Morgan by the simple expedient of picking up the entire area rug he was lying on and settled him down on the only bed in the place, the little twin in my closet-sized bedroom. We covered him up. He really ought to have a saline IV going, Butters said. For that matter, a unit of blood couldn't hurt either. And he needs antibiotics, man. But I can't write prescriptions. I'll handle it, I said. Butters grimaced at me, his dark eyes concerned. He started to speak and then stopped several times. Harry, he said finally.